Because everyone looks at you guys kind of like you're rebels, like you're the crazy kids about to die in the backyard.
Here in the dark I can see who you are. I see so clearly.
My name is Jonas Ström. I'm 23 years old and a flipper and a member of the YouTube channel Extreme Flippers!
Beat on the heart just stops and starts whenever you're near me.
Full of difficulty here, just needs to hold on, and he did,
It's a fairly new sport that not very many people know about, but I think it's growing.
Even like professional trampolinists, they see a backyard trampoline and then the first thing they do is write it off as like they're just reckless, they don't know what they're doing. When all we're doing is we're progressing at our own rate. We're not being held back by a coach like you would in gymnastics. We're actually we're pushing the limits of flips themselves.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yes! What the? Hassan, what the fuck?
I've been having dreams, jumping on a trampoline, flipping in the air. I never land, just float there.
My name is Jonas Ström. I'm 23 years old and a flipper and a member of the YouTube channel Extreme Flippers. I think the flipping community was created at Instagram's time, when people started to upload videos on Instagram and the hashtags and everything like that. It started the flipping community. I mean, it was not so many people that created flipping videos on YouTube back then.
Ja, jag är Simon Nordin. Edvin Forsgren.
Edvin från Extreme Flippers.
In i fjärde, och detta! Oj, så fick han det! På 12 sekunder! Imponerande, Edvin! Och så den här volten igen. Ja, men nu var den befogad!
Och Jakob Nordin.
Hälften av studsen är till 90% mental. Om du räknar ut den exakta tigerbanan och delar accelerationen med kvadratnoten ur din återstuds så kommer din vertikala resultat till kroppsbeskrivning.
Vi är Extreme Flippers.
Ja, eller var. Eller är, ja. Vi har alltid varit Extreme Flippers och kommer alltid förbli. Innan vi höll på att hoppa studsmatta, då fanns det ju inte så många som hade studsmattor. Så man såg liksom inga barn som hoppade studsmatta i våra kvarter, och helt plötsligt när vi hade hållit på ett tag och vi tyckte det var ju kul och så, då såg man också andra som höll på och så bara, vi har sett det på YouTube typ. Och man bara, oj, vad coolt liksom.
Fanns det något G-Tramp flipping community?
Nej! Icke! Det fanns ingenting.
Nej.
Det är så här, vi såg väl någon YouTube-film kanske.
Ja, men det var mest typ ski-gibbers personer som hade någon sorts community, kan man säga.
Jag minns att så before loop edit det edit. Ja, men det var liksom en av de första coola filmerna som jag minns. Som var liksom, det var en cool edit. Det var inte bara liksom hoppa studsmatta upp och ner. Men det var någon som hade verkligen gjort en grej av det.
Trust me, we ain't gonna stop. Head to the lights up, watch us take over the spot. Trust me, we ain't gonna stop. Head to the lights up, watch us take over the spot. Trust me, we ain't gonna stop.
Kolla fågel!
Och det var väl de som vi bland annat blev inspirerade av i alla fall.
Ja, det var ju någon gång där innan vi började typ. Vi började lite innan tror jag. Sen såg vi den
och sen bara wow, det här är ju coolt.
Sen växte det fram. Men sen har vi har inte riktigt varit del av någon sorts G-Tramp eller flipping community. Vi slutade ju nästan innan.
Det började komma bli
stort. Det började ju komma, men då var vi lite grann
pensionerade.
Lite pensionerade och kände att vi har gått bäst före datum.
Alla blev så bra plötsligt.
Ja, så kände vi oss lite dåliga. Då var det som att
Jag tänker också att det har lite att göra med just det här att vi har inte haft något perfekt gym kanske att träna i. Så vi har ju som blivit lite begränsat till våran gård. Och man hade kanske tyckt att det kunde vara ännu roligare om man haft någon som kunde vara en tränare till en och inspirera en ännu mer.
Jag tror en stor grej också var att eftersom det inte fanns några liksom egentligen inga G-Tramp edits eller flips där på YouTube, så hade vi ju inget att se vad som det gick att göra. Utan vi var ju nästan såhär
inventors.
Vi var ju tvungna att göra saker som vi var ju lite först, alltså det är inte klart folk hade gjort saker, men det var så här sjuka människor. Det var inga vanliga personer som gjorde några sjuka tricks. Nu är ju alla triples på en strömsmattan ute.
Så nu känner man ju sig dålig om man inte gör det själv nästan. Men lite så faktiskt.
Vi var typ de första med G-Tramp på YouTube.
Ja.
Man kan säga vi var
alltså, det var några som började samtidigt ungefär. Rackartygarna började väl typ då också någon. Alltså, Rackartygarna.
Jag heter Alex och kommer från Huddinge.
Jag heter Jimmy och kommer också från Nordin.
Vi tillhör gruppen Rackartygarna som är en grupp på 6 bästa polare som sysslar med olika extremsporter.
It's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Vi var en av de första som liksom gjorde riktiga, eller så här, försökte utvecklas filmmässigt också. De andra kanske var lite mer
volter.
Ja, jag vet inte.
Så kanske. Ja.
Jag tänker också att vi var några av de första som blev väldigt stora på YouTube. Alltså, för att det fanns ju såklart folk som höll på. Men vi, på något sätt lyckades vi komma ut från mängden. Och vi fick liksom, typ lite rykte så här på YouTube. Både för att vi kanske utvecklades mycket själv, både inom volterna och dessutom genom filmen. Och blev liksom en bra kombo för att växa på YouTube.
Hey, my name is Sendlhofer. I'm an Austrian-based filmmaker. I'm specializing in sports, commercial, adventure, travel, videography, and I started filmmaking when I was 10 years old, and that was only because I wanted to post my trampoline videos onto YouTube on the so-called channel Lee Productions. The G-Tramp community on YouTube was super silent when I first started. There weren't a lot of channels, there were about 5 major channels and, I don't know, 500 smaller ones. And the cool thing was you got noticed quite quickly, and there wasn't such a thing as, I don't know, this one is better, this one is worse. This was just like a big community of friends, and that's what I'm most enjoyed about it. To post videos, to watch other videos, to be an inspiration and to get inspired by other people. And I can still remember one evening, and I think we posted one of our most famous trampoline videos, Summer Edit 2012, and I can still remember Extreme Flippers commenting a heart under my video, and I was sitting in front of my computer and I was like, yeah, he saw the video, and then he subscribed to me, and I was so pumped because suddenly we were connected, and these guys were my biggest idols back then, and it's like so cool to see the connection, and to really I was just so inspired 24/7, and that was the cool thing about it.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Just Extreme Flippers kom ju... Vi började ju 2006 med att hoppa tillsammans. Och sen startade jag och Simon Eriksson.
Extreme Flippers!
Back in the days when everything started, we all had trampolines on that point, and we started gathering up and trading with each other instead. And Jacob had a camera that we started to use just for fun, and then remember that we just put a camera on a tripod and pressed on the record button. Extreme Flippers was not created yet on this point, but we had other YouTube channels. I had my own channel, and Jacob and Simon had Pro Trampoline. But I remember one day when Jacob and Simon created a new channel and they named it Extreme Flippers.
Nej, men vi hade ju så här insett att YouTube, det är kul.
Det är coolt.
Det kan man ju titta på grejer och lägga upp saker. Så vi satt en halvtimme och försökte komma på en riktigt coolt namn till vår nya kanal. Och sen kom vi på det coolaste med treor och grejer.
Ja, perfekt då.
Så det har vi väl ifrågasatt lite med åren, men än så länge känns det tryggt och stabilt, tycker jag då. Ska jag berätta hur jag började? Ja, jag såg Edvin hoppa studsmatta på sin gård. Så gick jag dit och tittade på och blev inspirerad. Sen efteråt så började jag försöka lära mig frontflip och backflip på min studsmatta.
Ja.
Det var så jag började.
Vi började ju typ tillsammans allihopa.
Ja.
Alltså,
vi började väl på min studsmatta.
Vi bor typ grannar allihopa. Och så sen köpte Edvin en studsmatta, sen började vi hoppa där. Sen köpte alla andra studsmattor och så började vi hoppa överallt.
Ja, precis. Och så bara blev vi bättre och bättre.
Ja.
Och höll på.
Resten av gänget bor ju också i samma kvarter liksom. Så liksom.
Det kom sig naturligt.
I was super young when I started trampolining. I think it was about like when I was 5. And I really pretty much just enjoyed doing tricks, doing new stunts, and just be creative on the trampoline and try out new stuff. The whole trampoline thing got a little bit more serious when me and my friends suddenly all were into this whole trampoline stuff, and we suddenly wanted to film ourselves and edit like a cool trampoline edit out of it and post it onto YouTube and just like document our progress basically. And back then there were just a couple of trampoline channels, mainly the Extreme Flippers. There was this other guy called Sigurd Neby with this super long t-shirts, and like they were the biggest inspiration to me, and I was so excited to do the same thing, get my own style, get my own tricks done, and just be part of this growing community. Back in 2011, I would have never thought that this whole community would have grown to this extent where it's at now.
My name is Oskar Ovall, I'm 16 years old and my hobby is G-Tramp.
Like the stars had all aligned.
How I started with G-Tramp was because my mom and my dad bought me a trampoline and I started to do some flips on it, and after around a year I learned a backflip on it, and I downloaded Instagram and there I saw a lot of flippers do like insane tricks like doubles and triples and stuff like that, and I wanted to try that, so I did it. I made my own Instagram account as I said, and just started uploading flips and it just began from there.
My name is Levio, I'm 16 years old and I live in Zurich, Switzerland. I started doing G-Tramp about 3.5 years ago, and ever since then it has been my biggest passion. I kind of grew up in a circus family. My parents have been doing circus when they were still young. They did several street shows and stuff. But also my 2 siblings, my older brother and my younger sister, are doing circus, acrobatics, all that kind of stuff. So I got into it like about maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I started doing children's circus as well. And with that I also like kind of got into the flipping thing. Because I just like, whenever I saw it, it looked so cool and I really wanted to try it as well. So we got our first garden trampoline made like 8 years ago. But it was a really bad G-Tramp, so I could only do like singles, and I learned my first like twists and stuff. But about 4 years ago we got a way better trampoline in our garden. And that's when I really started to progress and learn bigger tricks, did doubles with my brother, and triples, quads, so that's when it really started at about 2014.
I got my first trampoline when I was around 13 years old, I think. It was a bad trampoline and the springs was like this size. But I started with flips already the first day, and I think I learned backflip, side flip and front flip the first day as well.
I think it's a huge thing to look forward to because I get to be a part of the first actual G-Tramp competition.
think the Air Games is very important for the community. You get to meet all of my friends from all over the world.
Oh my God. All right, our next athlete is Jayden!
My name is Jayden Blue. I'm an extreme athlete and I specialize in freestyle trampoline and tricking. I'm an influencer on social media with 37.2 thousand followers on Instagram. My experience at Air Games 2017 was truly an eye-opening experience as it was the first time traveling outside of the US. I learned a lot of new skills and I was able to train with some remarkable people that I've always wanted to meet. Performing on garden trampolines in a freestyle fashion is unique in nature, uncovering a new talent that is not currently recognized in the Olympic form.
So when I went to Sweden for the Air Games last year, these few days were probably like the best of my life because I got to meet so many new people that I actually knew from Instagram already, but I never got the chance to meet them in real life before. So that was really like such a great experience for me. It was so amazing to meet up with friends from all over the world, like America, Finland, just Europe in general. So that was really cool. And also the competition itself was just like actually fun to compete. It was so cool to like try out that new system and format of competition kind of stuff. So yeah, that was really fun.
I am Greg Rowe. I am a trampolinist.
Greg has won several national gold medals for his skills in gymnastics and trampoline. He currently sponsors the top athletes in the G-Tramp community all around the world, and he's responsible for the first G-Tramp competitions in the US, Europe, and New Zealand.
GRT and Skybound created the GT Games as a way to be able to work with the community of flippers. These guys have been bouncing around their backyards and in trampoline parks for many years now, undiscovered, unnoticed. And we want to be able to give them a platform as a way to be able to educate, inspire them to actually take their sport seriously and have them really come together as a community. As
an original member of the GRT crew, I have participated in events all over the world, and I've had the opportunity to travel alongside some of the most amazing athletes and supporters in our sport. Greg sees our talents and athletic abilities, believing in the potential that we have to offer the world of extreme sports. He has utilized his experience and connections to provide athletes like myself an opportunity to showcase our talents globally, and I'm grateful to his team for creating events worldwide. Olympians all over the world have recognized our skills as a result of his efforts, and I'm grateful for his ability to recognize what we have to offer the world. I'm excited to continue work with Greg and the rest of the team in 2019 to further the sport of G-Tramp and explore new possibilities.
Okay, so the thing that Greg Rowe does to G-Tramp, I think that's a really, really great idea because it's so many people that have started with G-Tramp the last few years. And to make it like a competition and compete in G-Tramp will make so many more people will notice G-Tramp, and I think G-Tramp will get even larger in the next few years.
People like Greg Rowe really know what's up. Greg has been part of the community since forever. I can still remember his videos back in 2011, and I watched his videos. And he was there since day one, and he definitely saw the potential back then, and I really like how he's implementing business into G-Tramp community, and I'm really excited for him that he can do his thing and he can inspire people like he's doing, and also like grow new potential and grow new people who can be inspirations for other people. There are so many trampoline people who got viral over the last couple of years and they can make a career out of it. And the most interesting thing is through vlogging and through showing personality nowadays, it is so cool to align with a specific person. Just because this guy watches Tanner Braungardt doesn't mean that the other guy cannot watch Jesse Heffels or something like that. And that's the cool thing about it. It's just growing and developing, and Greg Rowe is definitely a big part of this whole growth.
Skateboarding will be in the Olympics in 2020, and one of the well-known pioneers of the sport, Tony Hawk, will be 52 years old when that happens. Rob Dyrdek will be 46. G-Tramp and the level of athleticism by participating athletes is being recognized by well-known trampolinists like Wayne Miller, who invented flips in the 60s, and David Jacob, president of the World Acrobatic Society. Thanks to Greg's dedication to coordinating events and networking with individuals such as these, I believe G-Tramp will become an official sport and recognized as such at a national world level. The question is not will it become a sport, but when.
Well, I really think G-Tramp will be a real sport someday because there's so many people that starts to do G-Tramp every year.
Kommer man få se mer G-Tramp-videos från Extreme Flippers i framtiden? Alltså, det vore ju kul.
Det vore kul, men mest troligt blir det nog någon annan sorts video. Någon gång.
Ja.
Men ingenting omöjligt, antar jag.
Nej. Ja, men det är... ja, precis. Ja, det är lite...
Men vi hoppar inte så mycket nu. Alltså,
nej, precis. Det är ju så. Vi hoppar inte så mycket.
Så
och
vi blir inte så mycket bättre.
Nej, man vill ju helst prestera bättre.
Ja.
Man har ju den glöden inom sig, så man kan ju inte bara gå och hoppa lite sötsmatta och bara lägga ut en video.
Nej.
Även om vissa kanske tycker det vore kul också. Såklart, det förstår man ju. Men...
Vi känner att vi har lite press på oss.
Ja. Och det är nog bra, men... Ja, inget omöjligt. Vi får väl se vad som händer. Men vi bor ju lite på olika platser, så man får ju ta med det i beräkningarna.
It's amazing. I mean, in the beginning I didn't think about it, but now when I look back and I realize that we have been such a big inspiration for so many people, and it just feels amazing. I will always remember it.
Så blir man ju ännu mer inspirerad att kunna fortsätta och så.
Så det är väldigt kul. Det är väldigt kul när någon kommer eller skriver till den eller hör av sig på något vis. Och säger att de har sett den, då blir man ju lite generad nästan. Alltså,
man blir lite stolt.
Man blir lite stolt.
I think the main reason why Extreme Flipper is what it is today is because of Sick Trampoline Tricks 1. I mean, that was the first video that blew up on YouTube. I remember when it got like 4,000 views, and we just thought it was just crazy. I mean, we didn't think it was true.
Meetups are a large part of the community because it brings some of the best flippers together to create videos and do world's firsts. Everyone's always so excited for these meetups because you only get to see these people about once a year. It's amazing training with other top-level athletes, and everyone's always so hyped for these meetups.
Hi, my name is Santiago Valencia, aka Santy Flips.
Until you find your way back home.
A G-Tramp meetup is a sort of time where people gather up all of them gather up and they make a certain event of some sort, like any subject, and it depends if they publicize it like into social media or not. But a meetup is when people collab with each other and do something with an effect.
Hello, my name is Josh Lancaster, and I'm going to be explaining my story on how I recovered from a broken neck. So I broke my neck October 23rd, 2017. and I was going outside because it was my 1-year anniversary of doing a regular triple backflip. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll do some triple backflip combos and celebrate it. So I was just doing an easy trick. I was doing 1 bounce backflip to trip backflip, and everything felt normal. I felt like I had it very, very easy. And then when I threw the trick, I felt myself over rotate, which I don't really do because I have a problem with landing on my knees, so I turn out a little bit out of my flips. And I over rotated and I felt myself starting to fly off the tramp. I'm like, oh crap. And then I felt myself starting to go towards my head, and I was like, oh crap, here we go. All that I was thinking throughout the entire thing of like the fall, I was just thinking about how bad is this gonna hurt, what's happening, because I've never fallen off of a tramp before this, and I was just scared for the impact. Like all of that happened in that short amount of time. And then when I landed, immediately I felt the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I can't even describe it. It's such a weird and terrible pain to go through. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And pretty much I was just shocked. I didn't know what to say on what just happened. I didn't know what happened. I mean, I've necked before, and it almost felt like a normal neck. Like I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think I broke my neck or anything. So I was like screaming for about 50 seconds until my mom came outside.
Help! Oh, I'm here. Oh God, what happened?
I don't know, I had off the tramp.
Okay.
Because she was in the office working in my school since I'm online schooled. So that really helped the process of my healing, because I didn't have to go to school, because I would have been out of public school for 8 weeks. All right, so my mom came and helped me, and I didn't really need her help. I got up by myself, which everyone was very, very surprised that I did that. But I remember when I first got up, I was just like, whoa, there's something's not right. There's something, because I was walking and I was like dizzy, and my shoulders hurt so bad, more than my neck. My neck didn't even really hurt that bad. But I got inside and I knew something was wrong. My mom didn't think so, my dad didn't think so, but I knew deep down something was wrong. So I started crying and freaking out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. All right, so pretty much fast forward past the hospital stuff. I got out of the hospital in 2 days, which is like record timing supposedly. And I was just getting a lot of support from everybody, like all my followers, like, I hope you heal fast, dude. And I was like, it was making me happy. I was actually pretty happy. Like, I'm a depressed person. I'm not happy most of the time, but for some reason around that time, so many people were around me caring for me. I was actually happy, even though I just lost the most important thing to me. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and she made everything a lot better. She was always there for me. She was there to make me happy. It's like she almost gave me something else to love. But the problem with this is she was also my first love. Like, if you've been through a first love breakup, you probably know how hard it is. It's probably one of the worst feelings I've ever had, besides breaking my neck. And yeah, we broke up in January. I was able to flip again. I did my first flip February 14th. But honestly, I mean, it didn't really bother me being out of flips too much, because I knew what happened and I knew I needed to take it safe. So I really wasn't like looking forward to getting back out there and stuff. I just wanted to be okay and live my life. So I kind of just walked around, hung out with my friends after I got out of the brace. We went to explore some nature. It was actually pretty fun. But then I started doing flips again. Me and my girlfriend broke up, and that made everything a lot harder on me because I didn't have anything else to love anymore. So I was like, what do I do now? All right, so fast forward through those 4 months that I was out. So when I was coming back from flips, it was very scary because I was doing flips before I should have been doing flips. Like the doctor said, I should probably wait about 6 months to do any flips at all. But I started doing flips after 4 months, which was not a smart idea, but I'm okay now. So I mean, yeah. It was very terrifying because I didn't know what could hurt me. I didn't know how to land, because I know if I land wrong, my screws could fall out of my bone, and I could be going back into surgery and having an even more dangerous surgery. So it was very terrifying to get back into flips. That's why it took me so long to come back, just to get over that anxiety that I had of getting injured again. But coming back now, it feels almost the exact same as it used to. Never thought, when I broke my neck, I never thought flips would feel the same again, but they feel the exact same as they used to, and it's honestly, I'm blessed. I probably didn't deserve to get away from that so easy, but I did, and I couldn't be happier about it. Because I went through such a dramatic experience, and I'm coming back, and I'm still doing good stuff, and that's what inspires me every day, is just to keep doing insane stuff.
My worst fail is when I tried to do a double half out of the trampoline and land on the grass. I had done like double front flip with a half twist like 2 times before, so I didn't have control on it at all. So yeah, I did it and accidentally did a half twist before where it was too early, and yeah, I kinda over-rotated, or how I can explain it, and I landed on my neck on the grass. I had a small pad, and but I hurt myself, or I hurt my neck a lot, and I couldn't do flips for a couple of weeks. And the doctor even said that I was really lucky, and if it wasn't for the pad, I would have probably broke my neck. So I think that's my worst fail. I've done a lot of fails, but I think that actually the worst one.
I know some people say it's dangerous, but actually if you like train it carefully, it isn't that dangerous, I'd say.
You can have fears, but don't surrender. Don't let your fears have you. You're more than capable of making this your decade.
Jag tycker när man gör en volt och känner att man liksom har kontroll och ser vart man är i luften och bara känslan i kroppen, då tycker jag är väldigt skön. Alltså jag tycker om att ha kontroll i alla volter. Det är som en härlig, jag vet inte, det är skönt. Det känns bra i kroppen.
Flips för mig, det är typ barndomen med kompisar och sådär. Ja. Det var ju så kul liksom.
Jo.
Så här pusha varandra och...
Ja, men det var som en... Ja, det man levde för typ. En sån här utmaning av både det här att man ska utmana sig själv med något nytt och spännande, och man pushar varandra på ett kul och schysst sätt liksom, så man blir taggad att bygga vidare hela tiden
och utvecklas.
Så om man hade varit ensam hade man nog inte hållit på lika mycket.
Nej, jag tror inte det heller.
Från början. Så.
Nej, verkligen. Jag hade nog inte ens börjat. Alltså om inte jag hade vetat att ni höll på liksom.
Precis. Så det är ju jättemycket att vi är som bott så nära varandra och även varit liksom bra kompisar utöver volterna. Så ja, men det betyder allt, betyder mycket.
Det betyder allt för oss.
Ja, men en annan grej som jag tycker också, det är så här, frihet också på något sätt. Att känna att man kan typ göra en volt. Det känns som det är en lite frihetskänsla för mig. Alltså bara, nu kan jag springa och göra en volt. Skönt. Det är lite skön känsla.
When it comes to G-Tramp, you get like such opportunities traveling and knowing people, and just mostly improving your mentality and just your capability of doing anything. And that's a really cool thing about G-Tramp. And also G-Tramp is a sort of outlet where it's to relieve stress. Like if you're in any situation or any personal problems with the family or anything in general that's really affecting you, G-Tramp is such a valuable thing to do that for certain people, because it releases stress, because you're with friends, you post stuff. It's like actually something to do with, like something that you're like, okay, I learned this and that, cool, now I want to progress more and more.
I love flips because for me it's just the most fun thing to do in my free time. It's just like such a good way to move yourself, but also it's just like, I just love the whole community. It's so great, like when you sesh together with other people, they're always so nice. And also if I post my stuff on Instagram, I always get such good feedback and positive comments and everything. So that's like really important for me. And also in flips I see like so much potential. I also want to try and do this as my job. I want to become a professional freerunner. So that's just something I can work for, and it really makes me proud and feel good. I'd say flips changed my life in many ways, because first of all, with starting flips, I just realized that that's like my biggest passion, and it's what I really want to do maybe for the rest of my life, or at least as long as I can. So that's the first point, but also I started my account Flips by Levio at about the same time as I really started progressing on trampoline. And through that account, growing over the years, I met so many new people that share the same passion as I do, which is really cool for me because I can make new friends and talk to other people. So that's for sure something that changed my life as well. And last but not least, it's just that flips are like the most fun for me to do. So that's what I do all the time. Like when I get home from school, I try to like get a training in and just to progress all the time. So that's really fun for me, and it's what I enjoy doing the most.
G-Tramp means a lot to me. It has changed my life through so many ways. I have met so many new people, I made so many new friends, I have experienced so many new things that I wouldn't have experienced if it wasn't for G-Tramp. For example, I have competed in G-Tramp, I have traveled around the world just because to go to like a trampoline meetup or something like that. So it had really changed my life in so many ways in a positive direction.
Flips and trampolines are the main reason why my life is how it is today. I was this guy back in 2011 who just got the camera in his hands and filmed stuff, and I was the person who was confronted with the trampoline editing, and I hated editing back then. I had a shit software and I didn't really enjoy it. But over the years and over the many experiences and over the many edits I've made just because I want to show my trampoline tricks to the world. But by producing so many trampoline videos, so many trampoline films over the time, and I was always the one who was confronted with the editing, I found this big passion for filmmaking after a while. And at one point I was so focused on making this edit look good that I didn't really care so much about the flips anymore. There was this kind of turning point at one point where I like really was focusing on the edit and focusing on the film techniques and not so much on the tricks anymore. And without trampolining I would have never become a filmmaker as I am today now. Trampolining and this whole sport and this whole community has influenced my filmmaking style, my filmmaking passion so heavily. Whenever I'm doing flips now, even though it's not so much anymore, but whenever I'm doing flips and when I'm on my trampoline, I just feel free. I can be whoever I want, I'm safe, I can still do all my tricks, and I just like enjoy doing my tricks. I enjoy doing my cork 7s and my cork 10s and my flat spins with all the different grabs, and also my double tricks, and also sometimes I throw triple side flips because I really enjoy it and because I feel safe and because I do not think about anything when I'm on my trampoline. I'm in the present, and that's what matters to me in that specific situation. For me, trampolines and flips are freedom. I'm really looking forward into how the community will still develop in the next couple of years. I'm really looking forward to how the older guys, my friends Extreme Flippers, myself, other groups, can implement their influence into newer and fresher communities in the future. I've got plans to make films in the trampoline section again in the future. Not so much like trampoline edits, but more like the background. How was it back then? Because whenever I'm in a big trampoline park now and I talk to people, they know my videos, they know me, but they don't know my passion. They don't get it. And I don't get them, and that I want to connect this again. I want to reconnect the old with the young and make the whole trampoline community a big family again.
Hey, thank you for watching my documentary. The last words I wanna say is I love G-Tramp.